What is up, guys? EvilDuosArm here today, and today I have for you a video where we're going to be looking at the new items in the Celestial Basin in Seoul. So with the new update on June 20th, they updated the inventory of the Celestial Peach Exchanger in the Celestial Basin, so if you're going to go ahead and head over to her and talk to her. If you don't know what Celestial Basin is, I have a whole bunch of videos on Celestial Basin, but basically it is a single-player farming sort of thing that you can just farm at your own pace and kind of gear your character. So the most recent patches added a whole bunch of new items to the Celestial Basin Merchant that basically makes it a great place for newer players to hang out and farm up different items, as well as some more older and experienced players to pick up some nifty items that they've been waiting for or holding out for or been farming for already and just haven't gotten to yet. This has made it a little bit easier to get some of these items. So we're going to start off from the top of the list, work our way down, and kind of pick out which ones are the best to pick up, what you're going to be looking for based on where you are in the game, and all sorts of things like that, and I'll try to get through it as quick as possible. So starting off at the top, we have 4 legendary accessories. These accessories, the top 2, the ring and the earring, are garbage. Don't get them. Never get them. Don't bid on them in auctions. Don't do anything. They're terrible accessories. That just leaves us with the necklace and the belt. As you can see, yeah, I'm still rocking both of them, I think. Yes, the belt and the necklace. These accessories are great. You're going to need to farm for these. So the fact that you can buy them with Celestial Peaches and Draken Cores at a reduced rate is fantastic. So normally this accessory will cost 200 Draken Cores plus an achievement. I do believe you still need the achievement to go ahead and purchase these, but the fact that they're 1/4 of the amount of Draken Cores that you need is fantastic. It saves a ton of time farming. A ton of time farming really is the big one on that. Basically, after you complete the quest, the dead refuse to die or know that enemy, I'm forgetting which one it is off the top of my head. After you complete that quest, it gives you 250 Dragon Cores, which basically means you have everything you need to get both of your legendary accessories here, and then a couple more runs to go ahead and get your bracelet through running Naryu Sanctum. Naryu Sanctum will drop your bracelet. After 10 runs, you can purchase it from the exchange merchant. I have videos on this, but those are the 3 big accessories you need: the bracelet, the necklace, and the belt. As a new player just coming into the game, they will give you a tremendous DPS increase. So the fact that you can get 2 of them right here, super easy, super quick. The 16,000 peaches is probably going to take you 4 or 5 hours, as opposed to literally hundreds of dungeon runs. Fantastic. You just need to do these 10 times just like before, but instead of farming the Draken Cores, you only need to farm up, I think, 50 more, right? 250 you get for that. You're using 100 here, so yeah, you only need to farm 50 Draken Cores, which is literally just your runs to be able to unlock these. Fantastic for new players. Now, for everybody who's been playing this game, the one you're going to want to pick up is the Celestial Heart. For 2,500 peaches, which is like an hour of hanging out in the Celestial Basin, it's going to give you 5 attack power and 55 critical. Doesn't seem like a lot, but if 5 attack power is the threshold for moving you to 900 to 1,000 AP, or even moving you to a different number, category of AP, it's fantastic for finding parties, despite how negative I think that is, and people shouldn't be recruiting based on AP. It is how people do it. If you are looking for parties based on that AP, join my Discord, just, shameless plug. But, yeah, so the Celestial Heart, nice little item. 55 critical is going to give you like a 1/4%, 0.5% extra critical. So it's a nice little DPS increase, and relatively for the hour that you have to put in, great pickup. This hexagonal gem chest, these are not tradable, these are not salvageable. No point in picking this up. Even if you are a new player, I don't think it's that strong of a pick, simply because you're going to outgear these and outuse them, and the 2,500 peaches can be better spent picking up these accessories that you need to go ahead and farm up. Now, if you've got tons of time and tons of peaches and nothing else to do with them, the hexagonal gem chest could be for you. Void Fragment's got a price reduction, so you kind of really don't need them. You're going to get them from Daily Dash when Daily Dash comes back as a new player, or you can just go ahead and pick them up from farming in this area in general. Not anything you absolutely need to worry about, but nice that they reduced the price a little bit. This Mystery Penguin Pouch, a treasure pouch, obviously you know what a treasure pouch does. It has items in it that you need to upgrade your weapon. If you plan on entirely staying in the Celestial Basin, you're going to need to buy these. However, I definitely think you should save the peaches and instead purchase items, these treasure pouches, or farm for them in different dungeons and things like that. I think it has a better transition, or better cost to gold to cost to what you get ratio than these peaches do. But yeah, if you're hanging out in the Celestial Basin for your entire life and don't want to run anything with anybody, yes, you can upgrade your weapon entirely by running Celestial Basin. Mystery Penguin Pouch, garbage, don't get it. Forging Orb, Xanos Discs. These are 2 items that a lot of people were getting concerned about, that they weren't able to farm or that they needed to pick up from dungeons. Forging Orb drops from Desolate Tomb, Naryu Foundry, and Ebondrake Citadel. Actually, all 3 of those have a chance to drop it now. So it's okay drop chances on those. You'll probably pick them up just by running the dungeons. But in case you don't, you can go ahead and pick them up here for Celestial Peaches instead of having to farm the dungeons over and over, which is a nice little pickup. Same thing with the Xanos Discs, although I'm pretty sure Xanos Discs go for like pennies. Yeah, they go for like 2 gold. That's dirt cheap. And actually, let's take a look at the Forging Orb, because I'm kind of curious. I believe this one was a bit more expensive. Yeah, they're really not too bad. You might just be better off buying those. That gold cost to conversion ratio is not that great, but they're there. If you have the extra peaches and need to get them to upgrade, you've got it. Now, another big ad, or one of a huge ad here, is the Eternity Soul Badge. So this Eternity Soul Badge, Transcendent Soul Badge, you can pick up now for Peaches. So instead of having to farm for the solar energies, or instead of having to buy the tokens off of the marketplace or farm tokens, you can just straight up buy these with Celestial Peaches. This is fantastic. It's so much easier to go ahead and pick those up. In addition to being easier, these are also usually pretty good badges for just about everybody for their fuse badge, like on the Fire Gunslinger here, the reduced firefall by 1 second on an unload. That is the one that you need for your fuse badge later on, further in your progression series. So this is great for players that have been playing for a while to pick up their fuse badge material. It's really just a great change, and it's great for newer players as well that don't have a way to farm these and are looking to get that DPS increase or that little effectiveness increase on their character. Picking up this badge, even if it's not one you're going to use, still super useful. Great item to pick up. Now, additionally, the Enigma Mystic Badge and the Revelation Mystic Badge have a reduced cost, so you can go ahead and pick these suckers up for a bit cheaper, 3,000 Peaches, because most classes, the preferred badge is the Skyrift or the Pulse. Additionally, you'll notice that they have removed the Raven Feather cost, as well as the Lunar Twilight Flower cost, so this is a lot easier for a newer player to obtain, a lot less farming to pick these up. Once again, instant boost to a player's damage, utility, usefulness in parties. It's a great change. It makes it great for newer players to help them catch up. Now, the next one we're going to take a look at is the Soul Shield tab. So all of the Sacred Lingui, which are the MSP Soul Shield pieces that you get for completing the story, have been added in for 1,000 Peaches, so not much to change there. Just basically, instead of having to farm for Lunar Twilight Flowers, you can farm Peaches instead. I still think it'd be faster to go with the Lunar Twilight Flower path to get these items, but in reality, you shouldn't be sitting on the Soul Shield for that long, so really don't worry about these at all. Now, the big one is the Raven Soul Shield pieces. So instead of having to farm Raven King for as long or as many weeks to get the Raven Feathers if you want your 8-piece, you can go ahead and farm Celestial Basin, get the additional Peaches, get the Peaches, get reduced feather costs, and basically save a few feathers this way. Not entirely worth it because you're going to be getting a ton of Raven Feathers, but if you're really trying to rush it, this is a viable route. Instead of having to wait multiple weeks, you can get the feathers you need to complete this purchase. Go ahead and farm Peaches for a couple hours a day and get these a little bit faster. Don't know that it's entirely worth it because like that last stage for 20,000 Peaches is a lot of Peaches to farm, but yeah, it's still a viable alternative for a player who's trying to gear their character. Other than that, not much has changed, just some price changes over here in the weapon category, but yeah, so that is basically it, guys. Those are the new items in the Celestial Basin. Just to recap really quick, the ones I would focus on: make sure you pick up the Celestial Heart 100%. Everybody's going to want to pick this up. It's the best in slot right now for that slot. It goes in this heart slot that I don't have on my character. Sad face. But anyway, definite pickup for everybody. Another big one is the Transcendence and Eternity Soul badges. Even if you don't use it as your main badge, it does make a good fuse badge material for most classes. Now, research your class a little bit more. Don't just listen to me saying this off the top of my head here. But yeah, just something to pick up, especially if you're a new player and you're looking for that little bit of utility increase and haven't been playing for long enough to buy the items or farm up the items and the gold for these badges. A great one-slot wonder to pick up for your class. Another thing that you're going to want to pick up are your necklace and your belt. This is a lot cheaper and a lot easier of a path for newer players to pick these up than it was previously, even easier than it was before because they made it easier in the last update. So this is great, making it even easier for players to catch up, and those are the big ones to hit on, guys. Those are the big ones you should be looking to pick up here with this change. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope it gives you an idea on what you should be buying from the Celestial Basin or picking up in this area, or what you should be aiming for when you farm your Peaches if you're trying to plot how many you need to farm. Thank you for watching. If you did like the video, make sure to leave a like, check out some of the other videos on the channel, and I will see you at the next video. Peace.